use as their qualifier for later on this evening for their 12-lap main. These are guys that just are hobby racers. They've reproduced the cars, or they have restored original cars, one or the other. As time goes on, we'll try to get a read on which is which. And they get a green and they're ready to go. You've probably got about 6 decades of race cars out there, from the late 40s and early 50s all the way into the early 80s for sure, in some of the body styles. Asphalt cars and dirt cars both. I'm going to guess that the little coupes, the flatheads, are all old dirt cars for the most part. And the sleek modifieds, the late models, are asphalt cars from years past. Kiefer's car is a dirt modified. Kiefner car, I should say. On the outside, the 088 of Angie Bullock. I have to thank Angie for putting together their roster for us up here. She's the person who does all the hard work, I guess. And they've got 2 to go. Coming along pretty quickly in the red 9. That's Norm Sear. It's a name from out of the past, racing around the northern part of New England. I think Norm may have raced on both dirt and asphalt, as a matter of fact. Here comes the 69B of Bob Seward. Love to see the old flatheads. They have just a unique sound to them. And that's it for the sportsman division of Near. They'll be back with a looking for the green from starter Kevin Asquith. They've got it and they're gone. So up front, Gage Coates. Here comes Chris Phelps on the outside. Taylor Strebel second. It's Gage Coates, Taylor Strebel, Chris Phelps. Whoa, hang on everybody. Chris going to the outside. Then Taylor third, Jake fourth. Nate comes up to the 5th spot. And then it's Sammy, Chloe, and Matt. And your leader after 2 will be Chris Phelps. Missed out on a couple of wins here the last couple of weeks out, so he's going to set the pace here tonight. Getting a little tight there coming into turn 4. Nobody in this division runs for points. They run for experience. It takes a lot of pressure off. Look out! Taylor got tapped as the 10 slowed up, and she'll stay on the gas and bring it back around. Gage Coates having trouble in the 10, which has also been used as a lightning stock car in the past. And that seems to get back up to speed. Looked like he totally lost gas flow, and now it's running fine, smoking a little bit. Chris Phelps well out ahead. Nate up to 3rd, a 2nd rather. Jake 4th, 5th is Sammy, then Chloe and Matt. Here comes Gage. Taylor getting up to speed. With 2 laps to go now, 2 to go. Chris Phelps sets some sights on the white flag as he comes up behind Taylor Strebel. Taylor gets under to complete her lap, and now we are on the last lap. Laps 8, with Chris Phelps leading the way down the backstretch in the 21. Nate Wenzel running 2nd in the 03. The 13 is 3rd for Jake Buchalski. Sammy Silva 4th. The checkers are out. The win goes to Phelps with Wenzel Pachalski and Silva. Chloe Wright, Matt Lambert coming to the line. Chloe gets the next spot. Matt is right there with her. Taylor and Gage will finish out the race. Here they come. Green is out. Phillips jumps out on the outside, slows up going into one, and Banks takes it down to the low side and the lead. Phillips comes back. Johnson running second. Douglas up to fourth. Here comes Rogers and Wenzel. Look out, Phillips dirt tracks it off the corner. Look out for the wall. Bounces off it and gets it back in gear. The 10 struggles, as does the 18L. Rogers with a backfire dives into turn 3, goes underneath the Douglas machine. Fred Rogers' brother Joey raced the mini stocks for quite a long time. Now Joey is the chief mechanic on the 129, and Fred's always been an enduro / lightning stock driver. Just wants to bring it home, and that's it. Rob Matheson trying to keep up with the crowd. It's Banks and Johnson halfway through this one. Rogers running third. Douglas and Phillips using the bumper on the 98 as they go into one. Phillips having a heck of a time controlling that car. He is all over the place with it. Wenzel and Douglas now with the 10 car way back there, and his traveling buddy is going to be coming right up on him here with 2 laps to go. Phillips really riding that car hard. Right rear is going to take a beating on 19. White flag is out now for Banks and Johnson. Rogers and Phillips. Wenzel, Douglas, and the trailing 10 for Matheson. And we have a checker. It'll be Banks picking up the win, Johnson second. Rogers finishes in the third spot. 19 of Phillips goes fourth. Wenzel gets fifth, and 6 belongs to the 98 of Douglas. The 18 dropped into the pits infield and is out, and the 10 a lap down. 28, 18 for the Lambert family. End of the season, time to get your feet wet in the upper divisions. Davis gets the lead jumping off the line. He'll lead lap 1. Davis, Carey, Goffin, and Farnham. Then Britton, Phelps, and Lambert. Everybody's starting to stretch out. Farnham moves into the third spot. Matt Goffin has moved up to second, comes up to challenge Chris Davis as they roll off turn 4. Goffin to the high side of Davis as they go into 1. Davis takes it up high, and Matt can't make the pass. Let's see what happens here. We get into 1 and 2. I think Davis is just sweeping up naturally, and we are halfway. Davis and Goffin. Goffin can't get up to the outside of him. He'll just keep the old Saab wound up out there and see what it does. Here comes Gordon Farnham closing in to make it a trio, and Carey's starting to close in as well. That'll make it a little bit tighter race for the top 4 spots as we wind down the laps here. Chris Davis drifts up into the second groove again. 2 laps to go. Matt Goffin looks high again, pulls the nose down, and goes underneath off of turn 2. You almost have to gas and brake at the same time to make a sharp turn like that. 1 lap to go. Farnham now coming up to challenge Davis as he rolls to the inside of turn 2. The last of the cars take the white flag as the leader comes down into turn 4. Checkered flag is waiting. Matt Goffin, Gordon Farnham, Chris Davis, Josh Carey, all of them have been in victory lane except Davis. Then Chris Phelps, and here comes Matt Lambert and Joe Britton. And that's it for the Lightning Stock qualifier. A little bit better, but this time McKnight tried to pass before they even got there. McKnight's got to behave himself a little bit. Whoa, here comes Matthew, 4 wide. Down to the bottom of the racetrack. He gets on the binders, lets everybody pass, flies off the corner, takes the lead. To the outside, it's Houle. Then Russell and McKnight. Houle got way up in the marbles. Here comes Kevin McKnight. Matt Kimball. McKnight, Houle, Russell, Wenzel, Pitzinger, Koch, and Ronald. Matt Kimball serious about wanting to get another victory here to add to the 5 he already has. And he is the running for one of the top under 18-year-old drivers in the country, and he needs as many wins and finishes, good finishes, as he can get to be able to do that. Heat wins don't count, but a good field of cars helps his status. McKnight trying to close in on the 50 of Kimball. Patrick Houle and Kevin Russell fighting out for position here. Patrick running a wicked high line in the Nissan. McKnight trying to run the same low line as Kimball does with a lap to go. The battle for third is the big one here right now. And Pat Houle looks like he may have gotten a break. He is running on the edge. Win goes to Matt Kimball. Kevin McKnight second. Patrick Houle will take third. Kevin Russell fourth, and Wenzel and Pitzinger will be fifth and sixth. Koch seventh. Tonight, here they come. Everybody getting a little rammy here. It's only the qualifier, guys. Louis Mayer zips around the 14 and moves into third under the 43. The leader is Plummer, Fournier, Mayer, Elliott, Cormier, then Paquette and Davis in a pretty ill-handling car. Fournier looking low on Plummer to the line. Cormier takes the lead. Check that, Fournier takes the lead. Plummer second, Mayer third, Elliott and Cormier, Paquette and Davis. Halfway. Rich Fournier stretching his lead a little bit on Louis Mayer and Corey Plummer. David Elliott running in the fourth spot. Then the 93, the 14. In the pits is the 76X. Two to go for Rich Fournier. Louis Mayer, Corey Plummer. Then it's Elliott, Paquette, and Cormier. White flag, one to go. Top five make the cut. The sixth car goes to the rear. checkered flag for Rich Fournier, Louis Mayer, and Corey Plummer. It'll be Tim Paquette finding a break in 3 of traffic to get the 4th spot. The 5th belongs to David Elliott. One more got wrecked here in practice. Crank it up pretty quickly as Dumas takes off in the 4. Royer running 2nd, Clark 3rd. Here comes Peters. Royer moves into the 2nd spot, Peters into the 3rd, Clark 4th. Meserve coming up to 5th. 6th is Phillips. And 7th is the 9 Vermont of Julian Gorman. Mark Charette is not out there. So Dumas holding a lead here. Royer looking pretty good, wide off the corner. Phillips moves up. Meserve's right there. Royer and Phillips nearly having a little set to coming off of turn 4. Royer high and wide, but holding on. P.J. Phillips. He would really like to make a move here with 2 laps to go. White flag coming up. It'll be Dumas, Royer, Phillips, and Meserve, Clark, Phillips, and Gorman. And the checkered flag will belong to the 4XL of Steve Dumas. What happened with Rollins? He got a terrible start, way up high. Oh, check that, not Rollins. Smith in the 27. Rollins got stuck behind him. Rivera leads lap 1. Kimball 2nd, Monahan 3rd, Carzello and Rollins. Matt Kimball looks inside, lap 2, takes the lead. Alyssa Rivera sitting on the outside, not a good place to be. Everybody else a little bit quicker. Kimball, Monahan, Rivera, Carzello, and Rollins. Carzello looking to line up an inside pass on Alyssa. Cars are getting a little bit more heat in the tires, better grip, and moving quicker. Rollins just sitting back there. Matt Kimball hoping he can get a double tonight in both modified and mini stock. Carzello banging on the back bumper of Rivera didn't do a thing to upset her car as they work their way onto the second half of this event. 2 laps to go, as a matter of fact. Lap 8 is down. Kimball, Monahan, Rivera, Carzello, Rollins. Back to Rivette in 6th. The 7th place car is Smith, and he will be the 7th and final qualifier. 1 lap to go. Here they come for the checker to wrap this one up. It's Matt Kimball, Monahan, Rivera, Carzello, Rollins, and Rivette. Seventh finisher will be Smith. McLean, Chaffee, green flag, ready to roll hard here. Chaffee did not look great in practice, but he's looking a little bit stronger right now. He and McLean charge into turn 3, wheel off turn 4, and come to the line. McLean by an edge. Chaffee inches by after they cross the stripe and takes a lead in turn 2. Powers himself into turns 3. McLean second with Renault third. Fourth is Jarrett Curtis, then Chase Curtis, then Chris Buffoni, leaning on Chris Curtis. That's not something Chris likes. He will retaliate right there. And then he'll try to slide inside and bang him on the bumper again to upset him. Meanwhile, McLean and Renault holding everybody back at the halfway point. Something just flew off of somebody's car and caught underneath Jarrett Curtis's car. That was must be a tailpipe, not or a crash bar, but not a drive shaft. McLean the slide edge, green is out, slides up, takes away the line for both cars behind him. Chase Curtis on his bumper, he pulls away off of turn 2. Hillary on the outside, Chase on the inside. They'll surround the back bumper, and going way high is Jarrett Curtis. Now coming up the inside is Chris Curtis. Your leader still is a 21 from McLean. Buffoni went into the pits. Right now the Curtises have a 3-2 edge on the field. McLean still trying to hold off Chase, but with white flag coming out, they bang together coming off of turn 4. Doug McLean wants to hold on to that spot. Here comes Chase, couldn't quite make it work. His dad has to check up, so do his brother. Hillary goes to the outside. Here's the checkered flag. McLean down low gets the win. Chase, then Hillary, then Chris and Jarrett wrap out the field. And the green. 3 wide going into turn 2. Como gets run right up into the wall with a 3-ride charge. He's still driving away as the lights come on. Laughlin tried to go to the bottom of so they're tied at 428. Let's see what happens when the feature comes. Clark is loose. Fights the wheel, gets it back. Laughlin really wants to go to the front in a big way. Vincent, Clark, Laughlin, Williams, and Nowakowski here as they work lap 5 out of 8, now 6. Two laps left when they cross the stripe. Vincent, Clark, Laughlin, Williams, and Nowakowski. Laughlin trying the outside this time. Has a good run down the backstretch. White flag in the air. Clark stays right with him off the corner, but it's Laughlin by an edge. A car length going into the first turn. Getting the car to turn well off of turn 4. And won't have enough to catch up to Vincent, who wins this qualifier. Laughlin second, then Clark, Williams, and Nowakowski. Mark Curtis from Brookfield, Mass, and here they come. Whoa, look out. Nancy is sideways already. And she'll wait for the caution. Justin Littlewood. No, with Brett Rollins' car, Jeff Rollins, who is not running the 43 anymore. So Nancy will have a chance to break that tie tonight and move up into 5th place in the point standings. on our way. We do get a lap completed. We are 1 lap into a 10-lap qualifier for the sportsman for the super stocks. It's Solomon Bro out front, Cole Littlewood and Eric Pomasco, then Dennis Stanch, Tyler Leary, and Mark Curtis, Bill Lambert, and Nancy Muni. Solomon Bro outdistancing everybody right at the moment. Nancy just trying to see what kind of a line Bill Lambert's going to take so she can go by him. Leary and Stanch battling for 4th place as they come off the corner here in lap 4. Halfway in this final qualifier of the evening. Bro, Littlewood, Pomasco, Leary, Stanch, and Curtis. Winding down in the laps, it's still Solomon, Cole, Eric, Tyler, Dennis, and Mark. Nancy and Bill, 2 to go now. 2 left in this qualifier. Solomon Bro hoping to gain some ground on Tyler Leary toward the point championship, but it's going to be really tough to do with a small field tonight. Best he can hope for is 2nd at the end of the year. 1 lap to go. Solomon setting a pace he hopes to set in the 25-lap main event later on tonight. Here's the checkered flag for Solly. Cole Littlewood, Eric Pomasco, Tyler Leary, Dennis Stanch, and Mark